This is the 5th of 5 videos for the first batch of 5 guild cube boxes, each one with 270 cards in the color of the guild for my Ravnica Super Mega Cube. Of course, when I'm done with the other 5, it'll be 2,700 cards. Right now it's only 1,350. Out of that selection, I've made a commander deck for each one of the 5 guilds that I'm going to pilot. And I think once I tune it with the cards in that I put in this deck, and also maybe I'll reach back in here and put in something that I should have been put in that was better. And then once the power level is kind of common across them, then I'll keep it fixed in time, and I'm not going to change it just for fun, just so I can have a deck that I can look back on later on. Okay, so this deck is a lot on tokens because it uses populate, but it's not a monolith because it needs to be more versatile than that. So let's go through the creatures. And I think this will be the commander for it. I didn't do that for the other decks, except for yeah, but I didn't do it for the other 3 of actually saying, okay, this is going to be the commander. I'll do that when I pilot them. And I'm going to make videos piloting them, but I need to think about it and do them off camera first. Play some games off camera, because otherwise they're going to get really boring. It's hard to pilot, and I give Wizards a lot of credit for trying to do good coverage, because it's really hard to do good coverage when a player has a bunch of cards in their hand and the field has a bunch of things going on. Alright, to it. Tap it, create a token. And it comes in early enough. Gets +1/+1 for each creature you control. You'd be surprised how difficult that is to make big, because people are always trying to kill your creatures, or they die in combat, or they get wiped, board wiped. Gain a ton of life, make tokens. Why not? Boost creatures and tap it to create a token. Hose somebody's graveyard if instants and sorceries land in the graveyard. Very good card for that. Card from White Weenies and also from Boros, but it fits here as well. Low level flyer with lifelink. Small death touch critter to protect yourself early game or anytime. Nice vanilla 2/3/3 from the guild kit. The guild mage. I don't think it's particularly great, but put it in here just for fun. Slowly gains you life, and it's a 0/5. It's a good wall. There are some cards to gain life in this deck. This is not a life gain deck, but there's enough of it in the deck to boost an Ajani. And the deck is on enchantment, so I put in some of the key cards for enchantments of recent sets. Okay, so this is going to make your enchantments easier to cast. Flyer, very casual flyer. Replaces itself. Cannot be countered. And your creature spells cannot be countered. The ones you control. Yeah, nice. A junk rare from Return to Ravnica. It gets PT from creatures you control. And Enchantment Matters card gets you to draw a card. You can create a token, but at a very heavy price. And again, it's one of these equal to the number of creatures business. Flash, you can drop it in during combat to something crazy. Great card. And it's a 4/2. Even if you lose it, it was going to hit hard. Of course, if you have the besto cost, that's even better. Same here, but this is more of a casual card. Gives something 4/1 +4/+1 if it's an enchantment. It's got a naturalized staple to it. Look for creatures or enchantments in your deck. Create tokens, that's very nice. Draws you cards when you cast enchantments, a fantastic card. Draw a card. Give things hexproof. For 6 late game, you can put a bunch of counters on stuff. Nice casual high-end card. The classic Sir Angel. Big trampler that creates a 5/5 token when it comes in. Very nice. Trample hexproof, can be countered. Big dude, overcosted, fantastic. Can be casted with some sort of a convoke trick and gives your flyers indestructible. Nice. Recently issued. Another great card. Once you get your big critters out. Big convoke creature. Okay, so those are the creatures for the deck. Then and my back gets tired in this position, so I'm glad that this is the 5 of 5 of the videos that I'm making today. Someday I want to figure a way to have a better sitting position. Put this in here just for fun. All these cards suck, but I love cards that suck. Digging for creatures or enchantments. Drop a token. Gain life, draw X cards. Boost your critters. Hit a flyer. Naturalize with making a copy of a token. Naturalize in white, which was the original. Disenchant, old card. Convoking instant to exile something during battle from the guild kit. Drop a token. A big tutoring spell for some big critter. Enchant something when you have a bunch of enchantments on the board. Can really pump it up. Small incremental life gain for a Johnny's Primate and just gaining life. You're not really using the graveyard, so you might as well hose it for your opponent. O-ring. It's got flash. This is one of those store LGS cards. I bought it on the web. I'm sorry, on eBay. Nice enchantment. Boost something, give it trample and lifelink. Came with the guild kit. The money card in all the guild kits, I think, is the most expensive card in all 10. I think. I mean, once you drop this, it's going to be very hard for your opponent to do something to make you lose. Big anthem, but it'll cost you 6. Give you hexproof, protects you against cards that do a lot of incremental damage, like the Rakdos deck. Give your critters vigilance, and you can plus it to gain life. It's a nice card. Pulled it during the pre-release. Dig for creatures or lands. Then the -3 is like a super naturalize. I mean, it's naturalize plus plummet combined, plus something else, because naturalize does not destroy artifacts. Yeah, great card. Choose a color, gain life from it. Why not? Just a casual vehicle, just for fun. And then some mana rocks. The Keyroan, Lotus +5, and the Signet. And I'm done.